Thank you. Our next question might be a little bit easier, or it might be really difficult. How will you get Caltrans to clean up our highways? Example, get rid of the weeds, the vegetation, and the trash. They are atrocious. And we will begin with Mr. Page.
Thank you. Well, if the weeds and the trash are the biggest problem we've got on our freeways, we're lucky. Because I think that people getting to and from where they need to go is probably the more of the real problem that we have. It all comes down to money, and I think that we've seen a lot of adoption of highways, adoption of freeways, and I think perhaps those programs could be expanded to enable more groups to do it. Of course, the busier the freeway is, the more dangerous it becomes, and you want to make sure that we don't have people be put at risk. There are also effective uses of some of our folks that have been incarcerated, and I think that if we use them effectively, and again, making sure that their health, the welfare and the safety is tantamount, but we've got to make sure that we can do this. So there are other ways to do it. Those are a couple of them I look at.
Thank you. Mr. Chang?
As I said earlier, transportation is very important. BTA and Caltrans is not focusing on the right thing. Okay, for example, the Highway 85 expansion program will cost $170 million taxpayer money. And they also propose $260 million, I believe, BRT from the downtown San Jose, El Camino to Palo Alto. Palo Alto residents already expressed they are not welcoming because they propose to cut down the tree. What I'm saying is 260 or 270 million plus 170 million, you have probably a $550 million. Why not use that money to build the light rail on the most choking point on 85 between 280 and Mountain View, where the Google is and where the Apple is? Okay, that's about 6 miles or 5 miles. And someone told me the cost to build a light rail is about $50 million a mile. So that money will be just about perfect for that section to solve the choking point in that section first. And if they make money, they can expand it down to this way here on 85 from 280 to south of 101. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Lowe?
Sure, the question is how can we get Caltrans to clean up the areas? A perfect example, so in my full-time job, I work for Assemblymember Paul Fong, and the current district also represents areas of San Jose. Well, an area of Willow Glen called our office and said, San Jose, when we call our council member in the city of San Jose, they point fingers at the state and said, is Caltrans an issue? Caltrans. Caltrans says, okay, actually this is a county city issue, and the county says, no, it's actually a city issue, and so we had a bunch of fingers pointing at each other. So I think there's an opportunity then at our office. What we did was we got everyone at the table to say how can we address the issue and find out how we can clean that up. In the end, Caltrans did come and clean that up. So to answer that question, as legislative members, we have staff members who can assist in terms of what we call constituent services that provide an opportunity to say, how can we get Caltrans to address this particular issue? Certainly it was on a schedule in terms of when it's getting cleaned up. It wasn't cleaned up the very next day, but within a reasonable period of time in which it was scheduled out. So to answer that question, you can simply, I would make myself available and staff available to then help in those constituent services.
Thank you.